Alright, good morning. Welcome back to casa.texpina. We're on build day number 260. The big 260. It's Friday afternoon. Oh, Friday morning now. Huh? Lose track of time so quickly. We got our general labor crew here on site. We are Sans foreman the rest of the way forward. So see how the guys work unsupervised. So should be easy. We got a lot of painting and a little bit of carpentry left to get done. A little bit later also we're going to have our landscapers come back. They'll be back this morning with more rock, grass, sod, and some other things. So let's walk around, see where everybody's at this morning, and let's get started. This morning in the dirty kitchen, Mr. Allen's getting started with shelving. So we're putting shelves in. So he's getting some of these where they are relocatable, so we can move them up and down depending on what we're putting in. So initially he's only going to drill the one hole that's required, and then as we get going along we'll put in additional as we need, and we can move the pegs up and down. So that'll help. Okay. Also inside, our other carpenter, Mr. Alex, is completing the baseboards for our stairwell. So this is some of the material that he's been using. It's some of the scraps. And let's go follow him back inside, see what he's been working on so far, because he was working on some of this yesterday afternoon as well. Here he goes. Get ready to start with the drill. So, putting the baseboards in. This side over here was pretty much already done. This side over here got torn off because we had to take out the LED lights due to technical difficulties. So, that's what Mr. Alex is working on. All right, let's head back across the street, and we will see what our painters are all working on today. Miss Emmy's already over here getting the skinny, what's going on for today, and doing her inspections. So we're working on sanding, Macias, more sanding and Macias, and a little bit of site cleanup. Mr. Tantan over there helping out with site cleanup. That's how we put the baseboards on. We'll come back here in a little while once he's done with all this section down here, and he's going to fill in these little bitty blocks in behind, right there. Also, here in the main kitchen, I'll walk around to the other side. Mr. Wilson has come back inside, and we are putting on the finishing touches for our cabinets on the inside. So doing a little bit more of the glazing putty, or the Macias, but this time it's white instead of gray, just to help finish all the top edges here that they didn't get when they were painting outside. And as you can see, we've got the air compressor here. A little later he's going to be putting the final coat of paint on all of the cabinet doors. catch Miss Emie doing her watering of the yard. They told us morning, noon, and late afternoon. So we had a little bit of light rain overnight. Should be enough for the grass. You can see already in certain places. Look here, where the blades are already starting to stand up. So that's a good sign that the grass is doing well and it's going to start putting down roots. They said this grass does grow in fairly quickly, so we'll have to see how that goes. This is going to be probably our morning and afternoon routine for the next couple weeks. Keep it moist so that it has plenty of time for the roots to set in and have a nice strong thick grass, because the thicker the grass, the less the weeds get a chance to pull in as well. So,
oh my goodness, look what you do when you're bored. Talking about equal distribution of labor. In the Cox household, yep, in the Cox household, everybody got to do their equal share of labor. Don't miss anything.
alright, looks like our gardeners are back in business. On the way in this morning we found sod. That should be able to help finish the yard. And rocks to help finish the drive of the walking paths. Alright, so we'll let these guys get started first and then we'll start filming them after that. So give them a little break. Alright, we're getting started with the sod and the rocks. So got some rocks coming in, got the sod coming in, we already got guys out there starting to put the sod in place. So like I mentioned, they do it here. They do the it's kind of a plug method. The way they get their sod here is not in the large rolls that we're used to seeing in the States, where you can just put it down, roll it out like carpet, and roll it down with a heavy weight. That's or with a roller. They don't do that here. The way the sod comes is in squares, but when they pull the squares apart, it comes out in pieces. So they put the pieces back together like a jigsaw puzzle with a little bit of space in between, and that's the best product we got. So it actually works out very well. It's just a different way of doing things. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Not wrong, just different. So we'll catch up with these guys later. I think they've got the rest of this section here to finish with grass today. Rocks in between the stepping stones. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Guys are working along. Half of them took a break for lunch real quick. A couple others stayed behind. So you can see here where they finished the rock installation in between the steps, and they're doing most of the grass. So we've got it pretty much most of the way. Got a little bit left here. Looking good. Alright, the backyard is almost finished. We're down to the last little patch over there. Getting a little grass get a little water put on the fresh grass. Get it all tamped into place. And we've also got a couple of benches coming that are going to go here. Waiting on the landscaper to get those delivered. It's going to look similar to this. but they are concrete benches, so they're not going to be, we don't have to worry about them flying away during a typhoon or rotting out during, you know, from termites or staying out in the wood, out in the sun or anything like that. So should be a fairly nice look. It's a nice place to hang out late in the evening or first thing in the morning. Good little place for, you know, the party thing. Lots of open area for family to congregate. All right, we got our park benches delivered. Got 3. This is just the initial coat of paint. This is not the final. They will have a similar color and look to the step and the bottom pieces along the front of the Bahay Kubo. So it's going to have the Flintstone style wood similar on the front. Okay, all concrete, so you don't have to worry about it having a anything rotten on it. And it will be painted again here shortly. Give it a sec. It's all heavy because it's solid concrete. Let them come through the door. Go through the door now. Take a quick break. That is heavy, they say. Yeah, it's okay. Okay. So the wood grain effect that they do on the benches and the concrete, combination of about 2 or 3 different colors of wood, paint. So they go over it first. They give out the a yellowish base coat, and then they'll come back over with a light brown, and then back and forth with the brush, giving it the strokes, leaving the brush strokes in it to where you can see them. And we'll show you what this looks like when it's all finished here in a minute. product. We've got our Old West Flintstone style concrete park benches. So they got the wagon wheel design on the end. The centers are supposed to simulate the old plank wood with the metal rivets, the big bolts through it to help hold it all in place. Very popular design and style here. Majority of the houses, they'll also have a picnic table or a table in the middle made exactly the same way. So they'll have bench on either side like a regular picnic table, and then this, and then these. So that's what Mr. Ben over here is working on. A little bit of red strokes on it, give it some accent. Looks like old distressed wood. Yep. All right. So, yes, our backyard, as well as the rest of the yard, is about 95 to 96% done. I believe there's a little bit of a couple of small plants still left to go around in the front. So, let's go walk around real quick, take a look. The steps are a little close together for my gate, but for Miss Emie, they're perfect. This is about her size of steps. So they've already watered this down, getting it ready for the evening, so we don't have to worry about watering the plants this afternoon. And then they finished putting in some more additional roses, or they're going to put in some additional roses. Right over, let's see if I can see it, right over here underneath the Jack and Jill bath. Something to fill in that, excuse me, something to fill in that little blank space there. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look inside. All right. Today, Mr. Allen was busy putting on magnetic door stops in certain locations. This is to be able to prevent the doorknob from banging against the wall. So it goes back, light connection, and the doorknob does not hit the concrete wall anymore. So we have that several places throughout the house. Also in here in the in the master bath, he also installed some of our additional toilet accessories. So we got another soap holder here, and of course the ever so important toilet paper holder. Very important, must have one of these. All right, so inside the kitchen, hey look, we got something new on our, what is that? We got something new on our cabinets. We got handles now and shelving. Sometimes simple is very elegant. So that's what me and Miss Emie decided to go with. Just the simple satin, the brushed nickel or satin finish knobs, and that's what we're looking at. So all the colors kind of blend in as well, but it's simple pull knobs. All right, it's yabba dabba do time. Guys already all went home. Me and Miss Emie are locking up before we head home. Yes, this is our home, but we can't live here yet, just yet. Almost. So the landscape got finished today, as did a few more drawers, a few more doorknobs, and some door stoppers. Those were kind of neat. Okay, so if y'all liked today's video, please give us a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here, and you'll be subscribed. Hit the bell icon just below the view screen. you'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, have a great afternoon and God bless.